Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday once again. It is time for the Throwdown. I am your host, the Ficus. With me tonight, we have old friends, Sean Forney and Nate Lovett. How we doing, fellas?
We're doing
good.
Doing good. Excellent.
I'm trying to keep my head above water.
I hear that, man. What you guys are prepping for San Diego, correct?
Among other things, yeah.
Yes.
A few other things just got us a little tied up at the moment, but we're getting there.
That's good.
Books have started arriving from UPS and FedEx.
Cool. Cameron's in the house. He says, "Good evening, guys. How's everyone?" And OG gang is finally back together. What's up, Sean and Nate?
What's up, Cameron?
So what are we working on, fellas? I see a battle beast and I see a thunder something.
Mumra, the ever living.
All right.
Yeah, I figured I'd do a sketch paper tonight. I've got a stack of them I need to go through. Well, Sean's doing what, like headshots? I should totally do headshots on them, but
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the point of no return for getting stuff done before we leave. So it's like I'm just gonna knock out some headshots whenever I possibly get a few spare moments.
There you go. So when is it? When is it? Is it the 21st?
I think we leave the 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, or is it the 22nd we leave?
Yeah, you're right. We leave the 22nd. So it starts the 23rd.
So it's the 23rd to the 27th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been trying to finish up stuff. All but the ash cans have shown up, I think, from the printer. Well, ash cans and Thundercats, because they're coming from the distributor, and they just switched distributors. That's a whole fiasco in itself. But yeah, everything else showed up. Well, I've been working like a madman. Steph has been bagging and boarding books like mad.
Nice. You go, Steph.
And let's see, the exclusive portal for Comic-Con goes live on the 7th, which is what, next Monday?
Yes.
So like we got all that stuff updated, rocking and rolling. We've got one last little item that we hope to be adding to our exclusives, goodies, whatever. Mr. Jamie Snell is inking something that Nate and I did together, and so all three of us will be on this fun little thing.
Nice. Is Jamie going with you guys? I can't remember.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Jamie's gonna set up in small press with Steph and help her out, and Jamie's taking stuff to do sketches. I think he's taking prints. Not sure what else. That's why we're having a planning meeting this Sunday.
Nice.
Yep.
Is that going to be at Fortress Forney or at a Mexican restaurant?
It'll be a Fortress Forney this time.
Okay.
We actually just did the Mexican restaurant a couple nights ago.
Here we go. So, what did you think of that table that I sent you? It was pretty sweet, wasn't it?
That was pretty slick. I like the idea of those things, like, because it's easy to transport. You pop a couple pieces together, boom, you got a table.
Right.
But especially for those, like, there's a couple of occasions where you can actually take an extra table to a show, or it's BYOT, which we've done a few of.
Oh yeah.
I saw something really cool today. I passed it along to the whole group, and Nate stuck Luke on going and searching it out. But I found these cool little book holders. I think it was called Manga Guardian or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And they were slick. They were made to hold mangas like 2-3 inch thick, good sized books.
Right.
But they were literally like clamps that you could put onto like a shelf or the edge of a table or whatever, and it would hold a couple books.
Oh wow.
I thought it was slick. I have yet to figure out exactly how I'd use it, like doing a convention, but
they had some other things on the site that I think would work better.
Yeah.
One I shared it was kind of a just a stand, but it was like a 2-level thing.
Huh.
So, yeah, the boy got a 3D printer, so I'm like, okay, let's see what you can find or make or whatever.
Let's see how you can help your old man with his con setup.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
If you haven't ventured onto the Thingiverse, get to the Thingiverse.
The Thingiverse.
He's been printing all sorts of stuff.
So he's enjoying his graduation present.
Oh yes.
That's good.
It's like you better. It was expensive.
So I got to ask, since you guys are going to be on the left coast for the show and for opening night of the Fantastic Four, are you all planning on going to see it while you're out there?
We'd like to, but we tried this last year for Deadpool and Wolverine. The nearest theater's like at least a half-hour drive away.
Yeah.
And it's probably sold out many times over already.
Right.
So
let's be honest. By the end of any convention day in San Diego, you're just freaking exhausted. All you want is a hot meal, a cold drink, and a nice bed to collapse into.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we didn't try, but
right.
It's like we saw the drone show after.
Yeah, we did. That was
Wolverine and Deadpool got out at the convention. But yeah.
So I can't help but mention, because it's been all over Facebook and Instagram and stuff, the passing of Jim Shooter. You guys might be too young to remember when he was the editor at Marvel, but just the outpouring. I mean, we've had plenty of people, cross the Rainbow Bridge in the last several years, but I haven't seen anything like I've seen for Shooter ever. It's pretty crazy.
At one point, I swear every other post was something about him. So
yeah. I mean, there's definitely been a good number of people that have had, some sort of story to share or whatever, which is really neat.
Yeah.
I personally never got a chance to meet him.
Yeah. My brush with Jim was trying out for sending him samples for Defiant Comics coloring samples and getting a rejection letter. Liked what we were doing, keep on keeping on, resubmit later, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've talked to him several times at shows, but nothing earth-shattering. Just a cordial hello, blah 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 blah. But he was definitely there was definitely a difference. I noticed a difference when he left in the just the overall tightness of the books. All of a sudden, you started getting spelling errors and just things that were off and stuff you weren't used to seeing when he was the editor-in-chief. Again, you guys are too young to remember, but it was just like to see a typo in a book in the late 70s to early to almost all the 80s was kind of unheard of. And then like in the 90s and stuff when he wasn't there. So it's pretty crazy. Just something I wasn't used to. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely before my time of like reading, but I've always read like the accounts from everybody that like worked with him and like their experiences at the Marvel bullpen back in the day
Yeah.
and whatever. And he was the one that like he started working at comics as like a teenager, right? Like he
13 years old, Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah. Like, it's just insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Kerry Gamble had a pretty good post about one of his experiences. I guess John Buscema used to have a chalk talk once a month in the bullpen offices, and he said he was Jim had called him and they were talking about this or that or whatever, and he just kind of casually said, "Hey, are you going to be here for John's chalk talk?" And he's like, "Well, I don't, I'm because Kerry, I think Kerry lives on the West Coast, and he's like, I've never met John, and always been a big fan. And as soon as Jim found out that Kerry had never met John, he got on the horn and secured him a set of plane tickets and hotel and everything to come out so he could be there for the chalk talk and meet John Buscema."
Wow.
And he said that a lot of people have a lot of things to say about him. He said, but that's the one thing that always stuck with me is he liked my stuff, and I turned in pages for a particular issue of Power Man and Iron Fist, and he liked it so much that he yelled over to the payroll lady to give this man a raise. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Kerry Gamble was almost a John Byrne clone. For a long while, probably about the better part of a year, I thought that John Byrne had drawn these books, and it turned out that it wasn't. It was Kerry. I was like, crazy. And actually, Sean, he sat right across from us at Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know I'd seen that name recently, and it just wasn't like clicking.
Yeah, he. I got his autograph. He had the big bushy white hair and beard with the glasses.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was him. Really nice guy. Let's see. Cameron says, anyone got tickets to Superman yet? Because they're selling out like mad. Curious to see how it and the FF does. I had a bad feeling that FF will be eaten alive by Superman, sadly. I don't know. I think there's enough room for both. I think they're two different things.
Oh, yeah. I don't see that being a big, like, I don't know what you want to call that, like, fight, whatever.
Yeah.
Especially they're 2 weeks apart, right? In their release dates?
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Superman comes out soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, Superman comes out next week, comes out the 11th.
Okay. The FF comes out on the 22nd. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like Steph and I were talking, like we might just go to like the cheap seats basically to go see Superman.
Yeah.
Because like we are just like going nuts trying to get stuff ready to go, and it's been a madhouse here lately with everything going on. So it's like, yeah, that might be just go down the road like basically a mile and go watch the movie and get out of the house for a couple hours type thing.
Right.
I want to see it.
Same.
I don't think I'm nearly as excited for that as I am Fantastic Four.
I'm kind of the opposite because I so bad want the Fantastic Four to be really good that I'm afraid I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
But I'm really jacked for James Gunn's Superman. Because
I don't think they can do any worse than the last Fantastic Four movie.
Right.
I haven't seen the last 3 Fantastic. I just refused to see them because they were just such garbage.
I saw parts of the last one.
Yeah, I mean, I see them on, if I'm flipping TV and they're on Fox or whatever, FX or whatever, I'll watch a couple minutes and I go, God, I'm glad I never watched this. I don't know.
I'm definitely excited for seeing what James Gunn does. I've liked everything he's done so far in DC with Peacemaker, Creature Commandos. I like the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like, I don't know. I've got faith that he's going to put out something good.
Yeah. Did you guys see? Let's switch to Star Wars real quick. I don't know if it was some bullshit or what, but Guillermo del Toro's going to be directing a Darth Vader movie.
I have seen nothing about that.
Yeah, I'd file that under the bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, because I was like, this can't be true.
Yeah,
This
no,
would be bigger news if it were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far they have not made any kind of official announcement on anything other than what they did, 2 months ago, I think, of Starfighter, Sean Levy's movie. Jeez, I can't talk today. There's still stuff in development that they keep talking about, but they have yet to come out and make any kind of like official. Yeah, here's what we're doing.
Right. Is the Starfighter one? Is that the one with Ryan Gosling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could not think of his name.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've got that, and we've got Mandalorian and Grogu coming out next summer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, are you guys watching Ironheart?
Not yet. It's not that I haven't wanted to. I just haven't had time
Right.
to sit down and watch.
Right.
So
I got
if
too many-
you haven't watched it yet, they did 3 episodes to start, and they did 3 episodes to finish. So it finished last night.
So
Right.
it's only 6 episodes.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's a tight 3 episodes. They're good. They're long episodes.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
The story's good. The effects are good. Like it's been done. It's been filmed, and it's been basically in post production for like 3 years.
Wow.
I mean, they took the time to do the effects and stuff. I'm sure there's still going to be somebody complaining, in the internet land about, oh my God, this doesn't look real or whatever.
Well,
But I thought it stood up to a lot of stuff they've done. It's probably one of the better series they've done in the last couple of years.
Okay.
Like it's kind of hard to say much without like spoiling anything, but like there's some good little twists in the story,
Yeah.
and I have not read any of the books she's been in, so I'm just going by some of the stuff I've seen on like watching like Easter egg videos.
Yeah.
And it seems like they have stuck really close to like the comic book version of the character.
Okay. Yeah, I think I bought the first issue when it came out. I've just been buying first issues of a lot of stuff that's come out. And I read it and I was like, oh, okay, I can live with this. And I seem to be one of the rare. I like a lot of the new stuff, a lot of the younger stuff that's coming out from Marvel, like the whole Miles and Spider-Gwen and all that stuff. I love that part of the Marvel universe.
Same. It's helping. If comics want to survive, you got to bring in new readers.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Do that by making characters that everybody can relate to.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
oh no, they're black. Deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't even. It's so funny because that's not even an issue for me.
Right.
I'm just like, okay, oh cool, this is new. Okay, well he's got both parents. Okay, cool. Not at any time have I ever gone, oh, I'm glad he's black. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
they're new, fresh characters with new scenarios and new possibilities. Yeah, it was awesome. It's I love it. Hey, Tim's in the house. What's up, Tim? He says, what's up, peoples? Let's see. Cameron says Saturday I'll see 28 years later, and then Tuesday hopefully see Jurassic World Rebirth and How to Train Your Dragon. Really excited. Did you see Ryan Gosling's new sci-fi film Hail Mary? looks so damn good. Yeah, I saw the trailer last night. That looks really good. And I think I am actually going to go see the new Jurassic Park. The trailers and the commercials have just looked really intense. So I'm all about that.
I want to go see that. I still haven't watched the last one.
Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't seen the last two.
I saw the second Jurassic World, but we didn't see the third one. And then I wanna watch that and probably rewatch the others before going and see the new one, because the new one does look good.
Yeah.
Kind of behind on the movie going stuff. I still want to go see Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's been so long since the last one came out. Like, I need a refresher. I need to watch the last one so that kind of caught up.
Netflix now. It's probably on Paramount too.
It is. Just struggling to find the time to watch it, because anytime we have had time to watch anything, it usually starts at about 9:00 at night, and then Steph and I both wake up and go, we're gonna have to rewatch that.
Yeah. We started watching the series on Netflix called The Waterfront, and with the girl that played Supergirl in the TV series on CBS or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I just saw a trailer for that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. But the last two nights we've both fallen asleep just because we've just been so wore out. I mean, she's just exhausted from the pain, and
Oh yeah.
me stressing. I mean, I have my own pain, so it's just stressing over her, and knowing I can't do nothing to help her and all that. So yeah, it's we get in bed and lay down and start watching it, and then 20 minutes later we're both waking up going, what did we miss?
Right. Yep. Yeah, we've been doing the same thing. And the couple of things that we've watched that have actually done pretty decent at staying awake, I highly recommend it if you haven't started watching it yet. Revival on Sci-Fi. It's based on the book.
The book series is awesome.
I did not get a chance to read the book. I want to read the book, but
I think I have the whole series as trades.
What's the premise? It sounds familiar.
It's a small town in Wisconsin, and one random day, everybody that died within that 24 hours, they come back to life.
Yeah, it's a new zombie thing.
Yeah, and it's Tim Seeley and Mike Norton's book.
Yes.
I'm totally digging it. It's a fun little spin on the zombie thing, and like I don't know, it's just got like the right sense of like humor, action, a little bit of like the what do you call it? Like the whole mystery box thing. You don't know where anything's coming from. You don't know why the stuff's happening.
Right. Yeah, and I like that aspect of that. Things like that. Like I could honestly sit and watch a month's worth of episodes of like the Walking Dead at the beginning, when people don't know what the hell's going on and it's just starting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like we got enough of that in Return of the Walking Dead or whatever that was. That part of it fascinates me. I want more of that.
Yeah.
This kind of sounds a lot like that. There's a lot of unknown going on.
So far, you know nothing, and it's like you watch any one of those, whether it be a zombie movie or a movie like Outbreak or something.
Yeah.
And you always wonder, like, seriously, how did it get to this point? How can people be this dumb to like let this stuff happen? And then you go, oh yeah, you know what? This kind of the way it really would happen, because this is what happens now.
People really are this dumb.
Yeah, and so it's like they play that up, and it's it's an ongoing struggle, and like I think they're only on the third, maybe fourth episode.
Yeah,
and it's
episodes in right now.
It's the struggle between the mayor, the sheriff, and the governor, and they're all bickering back and forth. And there's also a I can't remember if he's from like the CDC or whatever. But there's like a medical examiner that comes in and he's trying to figure out what's going on. So it's like, they're sitting around a table just arguing about what's the right thing to do.
Right. Yeah. You said this is on Sci-Fi Channel?
Yeah. I think USA might be playing it too because they've been doing that with Resident Alien. It's like they'll show them at the same time, but both channels are showing.
Right.
Which we've been watching Resident Alien. Those are like the two things that we've been like trying to keep up with.
Right. I love that show.
Yeah. Alan Tudyk, he just, he's hilarious, and he definitely makes the shows work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll watch anything he's in.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
Been a fan since The Knight's Tale.
Yep. Yeah, anytime somebody's like talking about him, that's the first thing that comes to mind was his role in that.
Oh yeah, he was good in that. Let's see. Okay, got that. Jurassic World. Cameron says Jurassic World Dominion was the last one. The extended version is on Peacock right now. There you go.
Yeah, hopefully we can watch it. That one's probably gonna wait till we get back.
Yeah.
So it'll be a lot of playing catch up, which will be a little nuts because we're gonna get back, and then like a week later, Steph has stuff already starting for school.
Please.
Hard to believe summer's almost over.
Right? It's like it feels like it just started, and it's like, it's like July just started, but it's like I already feel like July is already spent because it's like a mad dash for the next couple of weeks until we leave.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Just glad it means maybe cooler temperatures.
Yeah. It's like, I need to mow really bad, but then it's like, it's too damn hot. And then it's like, okay, what time's it going to cool off? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's going to cool down 3 degrees. Oh, it's going to be too dark to mow. Yeah, it's not happening.
Oh, man. I don't know if I posted it, but I got my brother for his birthday one of those big brimmed hats that's got the fans pointing on him.
Nice.
Yeah, and it actually works really well. And Tina got another one for her coworker, her brother, because he mows a lot of yards and stuff. But it's really neat. I was surprised how well it works. It's like, man, I could wear one of these at a con and it would never be hot.
There you go. I think Mikey is knocking on the studio door here.
Uh-oh.
He's been interesting the last few days because it's been so hot. We can't really go outside much and do anything, and we've got so much stuff going on. I feel bad because it's like he wants to play and stuff, and it's like, buddy, we got to get this done or do this or do that and whatever. And then oh no, it's Indy that's scratching at the door this time around.
Yeah, Snips does the same thing.
They
get up and it's like, oh, can we play now?
Right. Anytime I'm like up and away from the desk and I go out in the living room, they like both perk up like, okay, what are we gonna do? Yeah.
Sherman kind of does that with me. Like probably every couple of hours, I have to get up and go over and sit in a rocker because my back is just screaming at me. And inevitably, every time I get settled in and I'm like, no pain. As soon as I think that, boom, there he is right on my lap. Just it snuggle time now, Dad? Can I get some attention? Buddy, I just need a break.
Indy's been beyond excited. He's gotten to see Steph's mom like twice this week.
Oh,
and
nice.
he just loves her and goes nuts. So she came over. She was actually here yesterday because her and Steph have been working on a children's book for like the better part of a decade.
Oh, yeah.
And they sent it into print. And so they were looking at the proofs last night. So Indy was just all over the place.
Nice.
And Mikey's still, stranger danger. I'm going to bark for an hour. And
yep, I know that. Oh,
yeah. So they've both been, I don't know. They've had their struggles, I guess.
They love them some grandmama, huh?
Oh, yeah. And Steph's sister came into town to visit, and so she finally got to meet Mikey. So, like, we actually gave Mikey some of his calming meds. He was kind of calm for it, but he would just kind of, like, really softly growl, like, I don't know you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. And just sit there and just growl.
Kind of like with me.
Yeah, exactly. It was funny. You were doing the stream last Wednesday, and I pulled it up on my phone, and Mikey was doing something. He was like biting at me or something, and I'm like, "Hey, Mikey, your buddy Rodney's on," and he just kind of like cocked his head sideways and started staring at my phone.
I know that voice. Oh, that's too funny. He's a ham, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I might have you look for a book for me while you're out there, Sean.
Okay.
Do you know who Rodgon is?
Oh yeah.
yes.
One of his sketchbooks. I kind of really don't care which one it is.
Okay.
Preferably one of the bigger ones with more pages, because I just love his stuff. Absolutely love his stuff. Outside of Nate and Jay Foskett, he's as far as the cartoony type stuff, he's right up there. I watch a lot of his tutorials sometimes just because he's just so goofy.
Yeah, I love watching the stuff he posts on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can say I probably won't get a chance to really break away and look for it, but
Right.
If Jamie or Brian are up, we'll send them on the hunt.
Yeah, that'll work.
Again, hey guys, I need tacos in this book.
Exactly. So if we can make that happen, I would be much appreciated, and I will send money forward or whatever we need to do.
Cool. Yeah, we'll find a way to peruse the stuff. Try to scope out and see where he's set up at and all that jazz.
Yeah. Tim says, I've mowed the grass numerous times in the dark.
I've mowed pretty late, but man, it gets really dark here.
Well, plus, I mean, you have that back field with.
For now.
Yeah,
for now.
Well, the backfield's going to stay there. The stuff next to it, the cornfield, that's gone. They've already started working on it.
Oh, wow.
I was outside today with one of the boys, and I heard them banging and clanging the big heavy equipment. It's like,
Here we go. So is it a whole subdivision?
Yeah, it's houses, apartment, condo, whatever. And there's like two versions of that. There's going to be two different types of rental things. But there'll be single family homes, and then there'll be like single family rentals, and then there'll be like two apartment complex buildings or something like that.
Okay. Huh.
Not looking forward to that.
Are there going to be any like bougie coffee shops or anything like that?
No, there. As far as I know and seeing the plans, there's not. Um, there's not any
Nothing.
plans to do any kind of that stuff like they've been doing at some of like the other subdivisions around us.
So nothing that's going to benefit you in any way.
No. All it's going to do is cause more traffic and all the other crap that goes with that. Not looking forward to it. We all tried. Everybody tried doing, the signatures take before city council and blah 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 blah. We got nowhere.
Right. Yeah, you're never going to get anywhere when it comes to somebody making money.
Right.
There was a big rigmarole here in Cincinnati about the Hyde Park Square, which is like a historic square. It's where a lot of the original radio stations used to be till they moved. A new developer is coming in and wants to put a block apartment complex that's very antiseptic looking, which is going to clash with all the old architecture in the area. But they wanted to go 35 feet above the height restriction, and all the residents and stuff were up in arms, and they were on the radio talking about it and this and that and the other. Petitions were signed and this and that and the other. It was all over the news. And when push came to shove, the people that are building got exactly what they wanted, and the residents have to suck it.
Right.
Yeah. And there's just you don't really have a leg to stand on when it comes to progress.
Right. I'm all for like progress if you're going to do it right, build the infrastructure.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But they're not doing that. Like they're just like, okay, we're gonna add all these houses and stuff here, but we're not gonna add any roads. We're not gonna add on to the school. We're not gonna do any of this stuff.
Nope.
And there you go. You'll take it and like it.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunately that's in their eyes that's progress.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the mighty dollar.
Right.
Well, hopefully, at the very least, you get some cool neighbors out of it.
I mean, it's something that's positive coming out of it would be good. We'll see.
Yeah. So we've got like 5 minutes left. Sean, do you want to talk about your exclusives, or Nate, anything going on for the show that you guys want to promote, your booth numbers, all that fun stuff? Who all's going to be with you?
Nate, you want to go first?
Sure. I have less. I'll be at table EE04 in Artist Alley. I've got one exclusive, and it's my Psycho Ashcan, which there's my Psycho character. She's she's been around for ever, it feels like. It's one of those projects that I want to do more with. And like I said, I've had her forever, and finally doing something with her. So figured an Ashcan at least is something to start. It's kind of my love letter to manga, and anime, and just that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, and the ridiculousness that that stuff. So, yeah.
That's cool. All right. All right, Mr. Forney, what about you, buddy?
So I'm going to be next to Nate at EE03. Nate and I are like, I'll tease it out here a little bit. We've got a hopefully joint exclusive print that Mr. Jamie Snell is working on the inks. So as soon as we got that a little more in the works, we'll share that. Steph will be over in the small press at KO3.
Nice.
And we'll have it at both tables. We've got Scarlet Huntress meets Mothman, issue 1, Comic-Con exclusive that we'll have.
Yay.
We've got an ash can of Scarlet Huntress meets Wendigo. So that'll be issue 2 in the Scarlet Huntress meets series. So it's a 12-page little preview of what we're working on. And then I've got a cause and effect. Did a little play up of He-Man and Skeletor
Nice.
as some babes on the cause and effect cover. Limited to 25, so I'll have that. Got a Pootastic Four, little Do You Poo action as the Fantastic Four since the movie's coming out that weekend. And then I've got a brand new Thundercats. It's issue 16 exclusive.
Very cool.
I think that covers all the exclusives I've got. Those are all up on the website, available as a pre-order. I've been sharing it like crazy on the Facebook and all the other social medias. So go look at any of those. You'll see the link for all the pre-sale stuff. And then Jamie Snell will be set up with Steph over in small press. And Brian K. Borgman will be roaming the halls and aisleways and all that good stuff, repping the day job for Gamma. But then he'll also be, we stuck him with, he's going to be wearing a bunch of T-shirts of our characters.
Yeah.
Nice. He's going to be the walking sandwich board.
Yes. And yeah, I think that covers most all of it. So if you're at the con, come see us, come hang out. Hopefully find us after the con around the pool or something crazy like that.
There you go. Take plenty of pictures.
Yes. Oh yeah. Plenty of pictures. Definitely.
I never remember to take pictures.
I know. Sean and I were in the pool for what, an hour?
Yeah. Yeah.
Watched the sunset and everything. Never took a single picture.
I mean, that was cool about it. It's like, don't need to worry about any of that junk. It's like just
Right. We were just so chilled. It was awesome. All right, folks, we have reached that magical time of evening where it's time for us to say goodbye. Want to thank everybody for joining us this evening, and want to wish Sean and Nate the best of luck in San Diego. And go around the horn real quick. Nate, where can everybody find you?
Website, nate-lovett.com, at Nate Lovett on everything but Twitter.
All right, sounds good. Sean, where can everybody find you?
SeanForney.com and all the social medias at Sean Forney Art. And I think that should cover all of those.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, everybody. And as you all know, I am the Ficus, Rodney Fyke. You can find me at Rodney Fyke Art on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find me right here every Wednesday night for the Throwdown. For Nate and Sean, this is Rodney saying so long, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye. Boom.